Hey, got a question for you. Are you sick and tired of missing your kids' birthdays, graduations, and anniversaries because you're spending so much time unlocking your tailgate? Well, it's Kyle with Midwest Aftermarket, and today we're going to remedy that by installing the Pop and Lock Power Tailgate Lock. Now, as always, we're going to need a little help for this, but I don't know where Cory is. Cory! Oh my God, Cory! He's inside of the, oh God! Oh no! Cory! Hold on, Cory! Wait a minute, Cory! Wait! Oh God! Oh God, Cory! Oh God, almost. Oh gosh. You okay, buddy? You okay? Oh, we're not gonna have to mess with that again. Step one is if you have a tailgate protector, you're simply going to take it off. Like most things, it feels better without protection. Okay, your next step is going to be removing the access panel for the tailgate. Now again, if you did not have a tailgate protector on there, this is going to be your first step. So we've already removed most of our screws to get that on there, so we've only got a couple for Cory to work on. Next, we're going to remove the two green clips right there. Okay, we're going to set those rods aside like so. All right. And then we're going to take that nut on the passenger side right there, and we're going to loosen that. Beautiful. Next, we're going to put the two washers on the stud, which that can't be right because I'm right here. Then we're going to take the pop and lock mechanism right there, and we're going to feed that through like so. There you go, Cory. And we're going to line up that hole on the stud, just like prom night. Beautiful. And we're going to take this and thread it on. Yeah, there you go. There you go, buddy. Use that finger. Don't be afraid to use your mouth, too. Now, before you go any further and have an angry fit and have your kids taken away, make sure this moves freely like Cory is right there. Notice he's kind of scooting that back and forth, just making sure it's loose. Next, you're going to have two wiring harnesses. You're going to have a long one. We're going to be messing with the short one here, okay? So take that shorter wiring harness, and you're going to feed that up through the bottom of the truck, up through this hole right here. Okay, now once it goes through that hole, you're going to continue to feed it through a couple other holes inside of the tailgate. So first you're going to have your first hole for the tailgate, and you're going to continue to feed it through the second hole in the tailgate. And you're going to notice there's going to be two different holes. There's going to be several different holes right here. So you have this one and this one. You're going to feed it through, okay, your second one. And once you bring that short wiring harness up through that second hole, you're going to connect it, okay, to the wires that are going to be coming off of the actual pop and lock mechanism there, okay? Next, we're going to be connecting the long wiring harness into the short wiring harness that's already hanging down from where we just inserted it. Nice. Now you got that big old long wiring harness there. Here's what you're going to do. Now you can route this however you want, as long as it doesn't interfere with any moving parts in the bottom of your truck or any part of your truck that gets super hot, kind of like me. Instead, what we're going to be doing here is we're going to be actually wrapping this wire around the wiring loom that goes back to the tailgate lights, or I should say the tail lights on the truck. And you actually do have some zip ties that come with the product. We're going to be using that, but for right now, we're just wrapping it around it so we have a little bit of slack to play with. Okay, now that we have ran that long wire up to behind the driver's side front wheel here, we're going to be popping off the seal plate. You see Cory doing that right there. Now, Cory has a history of breaking things, so be gentle. Don't want to pull a Cory and break it. Oh, man. That's why they called him the fixer in prison. And as we're doing that right there, keep in mind that we're also going to be popping off that corner panel, because we're going to be using all of this here to run that up into. Okay? Now, be careful, Cory. Don't get angry at it. We both know what happened in Mexico. All right, next, having a friend is really going to help out here. You're going to be taking that long wire and you're going to be feeding it through, okay? And then you're going to be bringing it up right here, and someone, namely a friend, maybe me, is going to be grabbing this and tugging on it and pulling on it. Okay, now we see it down there. Let's see if I can grab this here. Let's see. I can't see it yet, Cory. It's pretty interesting because in prison, Cory was a catcher, but now he's feeding it through, and I'm going to give it a tug. So there you go. And we are down to one of our final steps. So you're going to cut this green tape here. There you go, like so, with malice if you choose. And you're going to cut your black tape there underneath, and that black tape is going to house your wires. And obviously be careful not to cut your wires, because that's just a big pain in the bottom. And in one of our final steps, the instructions are going to tell you exactly what color wires you need to be cutting. And again, pay attention, because some of those wires do look very, very similar in color. With a pair of pliers and a small flathead screwdriver, we're going to use those for your 2 tap connectors there. And we're going to be inserting the tap connectors, we're going to be inserting the wires into the tap connectors, and we're going to be trying them out. Our final step is just going to be reattaching these rods here, because if you don't do that, then your tailgate is going to lock and you won't be able to open it. Don't ask us how we know that. Perfect. Now, finally, you're going to make sure that when you hit lock, it's actually going to lock, and when you hit unlock, it's going to unlock, because there's a 50-50 chance that you're going to be messed up. But if that's the case, no big deal. You're just going to switch your 2 wires here, like so. Yeah, all right. And that is going to do it for the installation of the Pop and Lock Power Tailgate Lock. Again, as always, if you have any questions, check us out at MidwestAftermarket.com. Pick up the phone and give us a call. And please like, share, and subscribe to this video for all sorts of cool content just like this. I'm Kyle, and we'll see you next time. Oh, wait a minute, Cory. Where's Cory? Cory! Oh, and this time, it's not going to take so long. All righty. Just like that. And Cory, Cory? Cory? It just happens all the time. I wouldn't worry about it. Okay. We'll see you next time. Oh, God, not again. God, gotta find my shovel. Okay. Oh, his wife is gonna have questions.